Hey guys, this is your straddle entry to handstand tutorial. Now if you want to work on improving your consistency of your handstand entries, or you're looking to later down the line work on your press to handstand, this is a tutorial for you. I'm here with the lovely Rosie Burr, and she's going to be our demo assistant for today. Now the first stage, we're going to get ourselves on the floor in a face-up position, as Rosie is for us, and we're going to work on just developing some awareness on how to perform this movement. Okay, so the first thing she's going to work on doing is engaging the lower abdominals and learning how to really articulate the lumbar spine to bring the legs off the floor and begin to pull them round. Let's see it in action, Rosie. 3 reps for us. Beautiful. So you engage them lower abs and she tries to keep the feet as low to the floor as possible by using the abs and the hip flexors to really compress. And third and finally, she's working on really pressing the shoulders into the floor. So she keeps what's called an open shoulder position. Awesome. Show me one more, Rosie. Lower abs engaged, pelvis rolls under. Beautiful. Use the abs and hip flexors to compress. Keep them feet as low to the floor as possible, pressing the hands in throughout, and then find that in position. Awesome. That's drill number 1, guys, and make sure before you move on, you have complete understanding of this movement and you can actively use the range of motion that you've got. Let's move on. Okay, guys, so now that you've built some more awareness, we're going to focus on the second point to consider, which is going to be trying to keep the shoulders open throughout your straddle entry to handstand. Okay, so Rosie's going to show us a rep. What I'm going to do is place my knee just behind her to really give her some tactile feedback and help her with keeping her shoulders open. Beautiful. All right, control down. Nice. So you can see that straight line, guys, all the way from the wrist to the hips. So she's got a nice shoulder angle and the movement is being performed really efficiently. What we don't want to see, guys, is the closing of the shoulder and the extending of the rib cage. She's now going to show us a rep showing us them bad points that we don't want to do during our straddle entry to handstand. Yeah, okay, so you can see there, guys, she's not opening them shoulders, so she's having to put a lot more work in through the front of the shoulders, and she's got no connection through the upper abdominals. It's really important that you keep the upper abdominals set during handstand and handstand progressions, because these are going to keep your alignment throughout. So Rosie's going to show us another good rep. She's going to keep them shoulders nice and open, little jump off, beautiful. And then she's performing that nice, beautiful rep all the way into handstand. Just like that, guys. Okay, guys, so our third and final point to consider is trying to work on being as compressed as possible during this movement. So what that means is keeping the feet as close to the body as possible, because that's going to make a nice, efficient rep. Okay, so Rosie's going to show us exactly that. I'm going to give her a little bit of assistance, even though she doesn't really need it. Beautiful. And then on the way down, keeping them legs close. Awesome. So you can see that the feet and the quads are staying real close to the body. She's doing that using the abs and the hip flexors. Now let's see a bad rep. Okay, so what's happening here, guys, she's massively increasing her leverage. Her legs are close together, and that's meaning that all the weight from the hips and from the extended legs is wanting to come down. Now let's go back to that straddle jump again. Let's see the difference. Beautiful. So hopefully you can see that what's happening is instead of the legs being back here, they're actually in here, and they're coming all the way around, because that, as we mentioned, is the most efficient way to perform this movement. So if you want to regress the movement, guys, what you can do is go ahead and use the trusty wall. What it's going to do is give you a little bit more support and allow you to build some more consistent reps, as once you get to the top, instead of falling over, which you might be doing to start with, you can actually hold that top position and work on a nice controlled negative. Once you get competent there, you can move away from the wall and start to build some consistent reps on the floor. If you want to progress the movement, the best way to go about it is to start working on that press to handstand. But we'll talk more about that in the next program.